This is me, Taylor Scott, and I'm here to tell you about my story from having a promising cricket career to then early retirement due to a head injury that I suffered in February this year and has turned my life upside down. But I'm here to show you what fighting, motivation, and pushing for new challenges in life and overcoming it with everyday challenges. So please join me along the way on the Fairway to Recovery. Hey you guys, Fairway to Recovery. My name's Taylor Scott, as you heard in the intro. More about me, I'm 24 years of age, living in New Zealand, born and raised in fact, here in New Zealand, Christchurch. And my story I want to share with you on how I've overcome my head injury, tell you about my head injury and everything leading up to this point, and what I'm doing now to overcome everything and push myself forward and propel myself into the best life I can continue to have after chasing and pursuing a dream and lifelong goal that I wanted ever since I was a young kid. So with that, welcome aboard. I was a young kid playing rugby and cricket here in New Zealand. Growing up, everyone wants to be a sportsman. Everyone, that's, everyone's like lifetime goal of being a fireman or a police officer. Mine, sportsman. Mine became very close in 2016. I began to crack into a lot of the scenes of first class, was able to represent the New Zealand under-19s in the 2016 Bangladesh World Cup tour, and that was the first taste of everything. So when toured there, did all that, great experience, learned a lot and started to really pursue it even harder after getting back into the country. Fast track a few years to this day. The 2020-21 season, I came back after a wrist injury. I had wrist surgery that put me out for the 2018-19 season. A long lasting injury that left me in a cast for over a year. And that started making me think how injuries can change someone's life so fast. And I was fortunate enough that what happened with my injury was I had a broken wrist for 3 years. Silly me, I didn't actually go get it checked when I should have. So if there's anyone out there who has injuries and it's annoying them, go get them checked. Don't let them last. 3 years of a broken wrist turned into a pretty big surgery that left me handless for, over a year. 2020-21 season was definitely a comeback year in its own. After my successful time with the under-19s over in Bangladesh and in the Canterbury first class setup here as well. With all that pushed aside, I had my surgery, put me out, and then I started to self-doubt. As being a sportsman, my cup of tea, have I got that luck? Am I gonna end up pursuing being what I wanna be? Thing is, I decided to throw all that self-doubt away and start afresh. So I came back to the 2020-2021 season with a new wrist, new look at how to get better and pursue my goals of becoming the sports person I wanted to be. Getting into the back end of the season, so February this year of 2021, I suffered a head knock, which sadly put an early stop to my cricketing career altogether. I've suffered many concussions before, and over the years and over the time, those head knocks started taking its toll without realising. So I had to go to the doctors, get my checks, and from there started to actually get more of a picture of that. The small head knocks that I thought were small weren't so small. They found a small bleed in the brain, which then made them deem that playing cricket was far too high risk for the next 2-3 years. So with that being said, I had to settle into early retirement, which was the best call for myself and my lifelong goal. I wanted to be the best person I wanted to be. And that was tough, because all I've done for my life is pursue cricket. Pursuing cricket, chasing the goal of being a professional sportsman. So since February this year, I've taken a step back, taken a big long look at what I wanted to do with my life. And then there was something that really popped back up, because I started to fall into this big slump of depression. Anyone that's pursued high-level sports know once there's something wrong in your sporting criteria there, the world starts to end. And with me, that was it. Life was done. It was finished. I then started to think, what else can I do that is challenging and then can get myself back into the rhythm of life and finding my purpose again, rather than just waking up, training, cricket, eat, sleep, repeat. I found golf, out of all things. Golf. Funny thing, never really played golf at all until this year after a head knock. When I finally was able to start getting back on my feet, start moving again, golf became a big part, because it was one of those things, you're out of the house for 3 hours. That was the only thing I could really do. Golf seemed to be, well, the saving grace. Never played. I started at a 22 handicap with golf since February, and I'm now down to a 6.8. And it's given me a new sense of purpose in life. And this sense of purpose is, I may have been talented with cricket, but I don't think cricket was never going to be my lifetime goal. So with that being said, with the Fairway to Recovery, and just an insight to what it is like to have someone that is starting to go to that rock bottom place, but then also get back on their feet and continue to rise again and find their own purpose and push forward in everyday life. So please join me, like and subscribe, and I hope to show you what my life and what we can all do when we put our minds together and wake up with a purpose every day after finding what that purpose is. Let's get it.